In this video, I'll introduce you my 2022 NFL draft profile for Decobie Durant, a cornerback from South Carolina State. Now, who is Decobie Durant? Well, he's a 5'10 corner, 180 pounds with 30.75-inch arms. Positionally, he ranks 32nd on my draft board, so the 32nd ranked corner on my most recent draft board, with the likelihood to move up in the next edition. Overall, positional rank is 238 on my board. Now, Durant opened his 2021 season by facing Aqeel from Alabama A&M, who I have made a profile on already. You can check that out on my YouTube channel. And then he went up against Uiagalelei and Taisun Phommachanh from Clemson the following week. The South Carolina native allowed 4 receptions for 47 yards on 80 defensive snaps, 50 of which were coverage snaps, against Alabama A&M. The following week, Durant intercepted both Clemson quarterbacks and recorded 2 additional pass breakups. He still surrendered 72 yards in coverage and a touchdown, but overall, I think he proved capable of hanging with the best competition he faced in 2021, which again was at the start of the season. Now, Durant intercepted 12 passes over his 4 years in college. South Carolina State credits him with 12 pass breakups in 2019 and 2021 as well. While he played the majority of his snaps in college at outside corner, Durant projects as a slot option in the NFL. He simply lacks the size, strength, and arm length he can feed outside. Again, he's 5'10", 180 pounds, 30.75-inch arms. It's just not going to cut it as an outside corner in the NFL. But like many of the best undersized corners, Durant is feisty. He's willing to do the dirty work to get on the field, including blitzing off the edge. And he's gotten used to going lower on larger running backs and larger players. He tackles low, knowing that he can't win high, and knowing that he doesn't have a ton of weight necessarily, strength to throw around, so he goes low. And I do like that about him adjusting, because again, he's never going to be a big corner. He's never going to be able to go up against a 215-pound running back and win traditionally. So going low, I think, is a great move by him on those plays consistently. Durant's player profile revolves around his elite athleticism and agility, which allow him to shift gears quickly and adjust in small spaces. He possesses the necessary qualities to mirror routes, and we saw him successfully mirror routes inconsistently in college, but he has done it in the past. We've seen him do it. Concerns about Durant, aside from his stature, primarily focused on how he performed against the run and the larger number of penalties he drew in college. So, again, the size, the strength, the ability to get off blocks could be a problem in the NFL, especially if you're going against, say, Drake London is blocking you, or even Juju Smith-Schuster is blocking you as a receiver. Durant's probably not going to be able to get off of those guys and get to the ball, let alone if he has to face a tight end or an offensive lineman. That's just not going to end well for him usually. And as far as the penalties go, I think he had 5 penalties this past year in college. Grabbing corners don't usually eliminate those issues when transitioning to the NFL, especially because every wide receiver in the league is an award-winning actor sometimes. You just have the scenario where the receivers are going to be looking to draw penalties, and the refs in the NFL are more likely to throw penalty flags than refs in college football. At least that's what it seems to be. So Decobie Durant's going to have to worry about that at the next level. That's going to have to be worked out of him, because if he is grabby, which it can be at times, that's going to be problematic in the NFL. As for his work against the run, like I said, Durant, not great at getting off of blocks, but he's more than willing to lay a hard hit on a running back. He'll get swept away by blocking tight ends and offensive linemen, but again, willing to stick his nose in and make a play in the running game. He'll also struggle to bring down more physical running backs that could outweigh him by as much as 40 pounds. Think about it. If he's 180 pounds, if he's 40 pounds heavier, he's a 220-pound running back. You're going to have some running backs drafted this year or in that 215 range, so 35 pounds heavier. He's going to struggle to bring those guys down, even by going low against them. It could be a bit of a problem. I view Durant as a mid-6th to early 7th round selection, but it wouldn't be surprising to me at all if he went slightly higher, because there's such a need for elite, or not necessarily, I wouldn't call Durant an elite slot corner, but there's such a need for slot corners in the NFL right now, as so much of the game is played in sub-package defenses at this point, that every team needs a viable slot corner. I think Durant will be a viable slot corner in the NFL. At the very least, can come in on sub-packages outside of just being the slot corner, and he can play special teams. So I think it's worth taking a shot on Decobie Durant. If you have a late 5th round pick, or a pick anywhere in the 6th or 7th round, Decobie Durant is a great value selection because of what he's done in college. And I think he'll transition to the NFL and be an even more successful player at that level.